Let's play this game.
I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And when anybody's running short, is going to stay towards the top of the caldera if we're going to come at them.
I have you in the Griffin.
Sounds good.
Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us, right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill out, man. It's fine. It's just a 5-starter.
Komm, Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't die.
Guys,
15 seconds, don't die.
guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go to Charlie, see if we can get it.
There. To your left, is there. So, jetzt gleich hinter die Indie-Pocken.
Mediums be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on empty barrel. Wire are strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over.
Overheating is bad.
Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. That was such a
That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lancey guys in Charlie, Lancey guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Let's in die Breite ziehen, zieht euch in die Breite.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Ja, kurz Aufschaltung, Delta 4, 3 Stück, 2 Mediums, ein Light, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line.
C4 Tactical Hill, boys.
Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, hab 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
And get ready to hit people coming from our right.
Charlie on the left. Charlie, a Hellbringer on the left.
Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out.
Check yourselves. Make sure you've got, UAV cool shot.
Hey, here they come. They're pushing hard, guys.
Deco. Tez on.
Go.
Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, you cross it then. Get in their face. They got a highlighter. They just push up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta.
Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this.
Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3.
Get the f***ing arm, Jackson.
Jackson, cool shot. Golf. I got him.
Go, B3, go.
Echo, go. Get over on your medium, guys. Get Echo Stormcrow.
God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.
Hello everybody and welcome to this match in the Marshall Olympiad Reborn 2 Division C matchup between 42 Inflation Rising and Legio 6 Verata. Legio is a team that's placed very well in the Worlds previously and is sitting pretty in third place with 21 points, 3 behind second place DPS, Lady and the Tramps. 42 is sitting at 5th, looking to challenge the European Dragoons for 4th. But I think the question on everyone's mind here is, was 42 able to bring enough fuel to this fight with all that rising inflation? We'll find out soon. I'm Ivor, and with me is the team lead of another Div C team, the Tramp in Lady of the Tramps, and a dirty clanner, Direwolf, saying, hey, Direwolf.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, yeah, so we've got this this matchup coming in here. We've got a couple minutes before the teams are going to show up, so we can talk some general stuff here. So MOR, It's going to alternate between Conquest and Domination over 5 matches, starting with Conquest. Limits are simply 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, and 2 assaults. Otherwise, no tonnage limits, which makes things very interesting. We've seen some disparities between teams throughout this tournament. Direwolf, what do you think is going to happen here, just overall?
Honestly, with how well 42 and Legio have both been playing, I think it's going to be a very close match. I definitely think we're going to see another 3-2 with either win going to either team. Man, you want to talk a little about the first map?
Yeah, sure. Let's actually just scoot on over to the map room. We'll probably have some time. I don't know how prompt these teams are going to be, but Div C teams are usually pretty on the point, so maybe we won't have too much in terms of waiting for those match transitions. But yeah, map room is pulled up to Forest Colony Classic. Team 1 on your right side is going to be 42. Yeah, so sorry, let me scoot on over to the map on my browser here. Yeah, so we've got a couple avenues here. Dyer, actually, do you want to take us through there? 42 is in. I'm getting an invite out to Legio now.
Yep. So again, it's Forest Colony Conquest. Typically speaking, the real main play here is going to be the fight for Kappa. It is the most open point, and it's in the very middle. So you're going to see a lot of the teams trying to really strive for their lights to go grab Kappa, even grab that sliver Kappa and get out of there, because you have great sight lines from the Team 2 spawn and from the Team 1 spawn as well. I do know Legio in the past has been known to bring Lerms, so maybe we'll see a Lerm mech or two. We'll find out.
Yeah, the last match I casted with Legio, they brought one Lerm mech every map, which was definitely an interesting tactic. It really brought me back to, you know, my Mech 5 playthroughs, where I'm like, you know what, Lerm support is great in this game. And, you know, honestly, they made it work. Those Lerm boats did, for the most part. I think there was one match where that Lerm boat wasn't top damage or something along those lines. They made it work so well. So I'll be interested to see if they do that again this time.
But of course, on 42 side, I'm expecting to see a lot of ER large trade, Goss, ER large.
Yeah,
it's very typical trading decks coming from them.
Yeah, I think we'll see. We've got some lines from water here from Team 1. Team 2 has some excellent sight lines in here from basically their spawn. They don't have to move very much at all. And we've seen some fighting over Kappa, but also occasionally over Sigma. Team 2 might find a way to man, I keep dragging this damn arrow. Push their way over here into Sigma, and really challenge that. So it does tend to be a little bit of hotspot. I'll mark that on the map here, where our hotspots are going to be, I think, for fighting here. Unless, of course, the team does a tunnel push, then you know, we could see something over here, I guess.
100%, especially with Team 2, you have such really great trading positions, you know, right there at the very beginning. Like, as soon as they spawn Alpha, you just go right up the hill and you have perfect view of almost the entire map. The other big point for trading on Team 2 side is the radio tower there in Bravo 3. If you can get like a Hunchback or an Executioner or a Marauder 2 up there, they're going to have phenomenal sight lines right down all the way through Delta 4, Delta 3 to really give the Team 1 traders a really hard time.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see which way this goes. Oh, also, let's not forget, I'll mark these paths in, I don't know, pink here. Pushes. We've seen occasional pushes go, you know, honestly, all sorts of directions here. Through some of the scrims I've been on and some of the matches that I've seen on this map, pushing also very viable. Or through the tunnel. Let's not forget that. That's another question. With Legio bringing Lerms so prominently in the last match, that's not go over there. Get back. It'll be interesting to see where they go. We'll go hang out in the lobby here. We're just waiting on Legio. Invite is out. I will send another one just in case. But we are still. Oh, we are at time here. Good. Fantastic. So yeah, as soon as Legio hops in, we'll go ahead and start the timer. As we wait on pins and needles. There we are. Castarian is in. We'll start our timer for T1 right now. Hopefully that shows up on stream. There it is. Perfect. They have a disconnect. All right. Yep. Having some connection issues here. On both teams, actually. One of 42, when they came in, they were one man short because they had a disconnect, and now Legio. So hopefully the servers will cooperate with this match. Of course, we have seen in the past the servers have not cooperated. I know on ISC, DPS had 2 disconnects in 2 matches, same player. And it you know, sometimes it shows up and you see a mech just kind of meandering towards the enemy team, which is always just a fun time. It's just like, what on earth? That can't be the strat. And then you see that disconnect message. So hopefully these guys stick around.
Yeah, in our first match against European Dragoons, me and Thylas both disconnected. Granted,
Oh god, 2 disconnects.
It was at the very end of the match.
Oh, okay.
And it was still incredibly lucky, but
Oh man.
would it be MechWarrior comp without disconnects?
I know, right? Well, hey, would it be a MechWarrior Compcast without some sort of technical difficulties? Let's see if I can keep things straight this time. As well, just sort of part of the tradition here, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Coming down, T1. Oh, yep, there's another disconnect on 42's end. Oh boy. Let's see how that one sorts out. I think Shaman was one of the ones that actually made it in, so.
No, I just taking a look at like the previous matches and everything. This week has been probably the closest set of matches that we've had through all of the teams in all of the divisions.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I know my match last night was 3-2, and those 2 that DPS lost were so ridiculously close.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't catch the TSLL match either, but
TSL went down to the last map as well, just like a lot of the matches. Clutch versus DPS, LTT again. Arguably one of my favorite ones to play in and watch afterwards. That last, just the back and forth, and then the DPS versus CXF, that back and forth as well.
Which just, I have to give a shout out to the match organizers here, which means that, you know, they did a good, oh my god, everyone's, hang on, let me see if with everyone crashing. Let's see if we, yeah, let's see.
You want to check on the server integrity?
Yeah, right? It's, man, this would be, oh, hey, servers will be going down from May 24th. All right, that's not today.
That is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, another pass by the wonderful Cauldron.
Yeah,
with the skill tree rework,
holy shit.
You know, some way, somewhere, it is Level's fault.
Yeah, you know what? Let's yeah, okay. Don't open friend list.
Is the lobby bugged? It might be bugged.
Crashing on invites. Okay, I'll remake lobby.
I'll let him know. Okay, there you go. It's wonderful technical difficulties.
Woohoo! Yeah, wow, that's great. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I think I'm crashing too. Oh no. No, 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 not like this. Oh, all right, hang on. Let's wait for it to respond. Maybe there's hope. All right, I am gonna pause that timer because there is no way. All right, yeah, I'm crashing.
right.
One moment, everybody. Don't know what happened there. That was a whole lot of nonsense on everybody's part. Pop up here.
Hold on, gotcha. I'm just waiting.
Achieved
I
with
can
CryEngine.
should be able to give them invites.
Well, I'm getting a new lobby up, so.
Yeah. What would it be without the crashes?
You know, hopefully we get these kinks worked out now rather than, you know, in the middle of the drop. It'll be fine. Can't wait to see the chat see this shit show.
Like I said, somewhere, some way, I blame level.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll let him know. I'm casting the later match today with him as well.
Awesome. But yeah, speaking of, there's still what after this one, 2 more matches, both of which you're casting, right? It's
Yes,
what
I
the,
am. I'm on all day today.
Yeah, JGX and RGF from Div A, and then 2D20 versus
Damn it. who was-
BWC?
Yeah, BWC. That's the one. All right. Invite out to you, Dyer. Let's get an invite out to Shade. Oh, Shade's offline. All right. Get it to Casteria. Here. All right, now, I know Shade crashed here, so we'll just wait for Shade.
Correction, it's no longer BWC. They're referred to as the Redbacks.
Wait, really? Oh,
Yes.
when did that happen?
Just now.
Oh, well, okay. Where did? I'm sorry, you're throwing me. You're lying to me. Where is this? Where the hell are you seeing this info?
Go look in the match schedule for casts and the tournament website.
Oh, damn. All right. Oh, yeah, they were talking about a thing. Yeah, okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'll make that adjustment before that cast here. There we go. Lobby invite out to Shade. All right, take 2. While I set up the maps here.
Once again.
Oh, no. All right, and Shade is in. Once Shade's full team is in, I will restart the timer. Yeah, someone in chat saying the whole lobby, damn, that's a new wiggle. Yeah, that's about right.
Is Ultimate Ghost here? Because I feel like he's also partially responsible.
Ultimate Ghost is in the chat. Yeah, you mean the game is turning more people into Ghost 2.0? All right, one more person waiting on team 1 here. Kappa, I agree, Enova. I don't know what that means. All right, here we go. That's not what I wanted to put in there. There we go. We'll just go ahead and restart the timer. There we go. New comp idea. Whoever can stay connected wins. Yeah, that's about right. Team 1 locked. Perfect. Team 2, 5 minutes beginning now. It looks like everyone is connected right now, so we got a good start. No one's dropping out. We seem to be, dare I say it, stable.
Gotta get the hamsters working extra hard.
Yuru Wolf is apologizing in advance for butchering names, so.
Yes.
See here. Yep. All right. So team 1 looking to stack Bravo Charlie. Taking a look at that. That looks like a Kappa Sigma. I don't know if we'll see any water traders. Maybe it's a push from 42.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about team 1, right? All the spawns are right next to each other.
Oh, it's true, but there's no reason to put, you know, your traders in Charlie Lance when they need to go out to the water. You know what I mean? Like, you'd still put them in Alpha, I feel. But you know, head games are a part of this. It's all a big game of chess.
Yeah.
For sure. Team 2, looking like they're about to have a more balanced distribution here. I mean, on Bravo, that's where you can set up some traders, maybe your light pack as well.
It's also the most direct route to Kappa.
Oh, yeah. Yep, there's Bravo Charlie there with 1 in Alpha. I bet Alpha is going to run for Theta. So KX numbers is my guess in a light. We shall see. I think we're getting close. Just waiting for the green up on team 2. We got about 3 minutes left here. Maybe some last minute pep talks. You know about that right there. Hype them up. Yell at their hamsters. Maybe give them a couple extra snacks to make sure the internet stays on. Two more to go. Just Enova and Casterian. There we go. I bet you that lock is coming.
Yeah, there's a 40-ton difference between 42 and Legio.
Yeah, and we've seen it go both ways too. A lot of teams say, "Oh, there's our lock before the 2 minutes. Let's get into this, shall we?"
Yeah. You know, it's always kind of that back and forth of do you want to set your tonnage pretty heavy at the very first 3 matches, or do you want to kind of reserve like your dire wolves or your Kodiaks, stuff like that?
I mean, there's enough 100-tonners to go around if you are of the opinion that you need to use up all. All right, since we're on the ground here, I'm going to start taking a look at these. Team 1 here. We got Goodnight and a Vindy with the Med Pulse. We've got a Jenner Oxide. We got a pair. All right, and looks like we got a, what's this, 2 large pulse and a bunch of small and micro lasers on Shades Pro. We've got a pair of Brawl Onions and a pair of Executioners. Yeah, 100%.
All right.
42 is going for a push.
Over here on Wonderful Legio side, we got a Flea, a Hunchback, Night Gear, and a Dire Wolf. That Dire Wolf, of course, is running 2 Goths for your large. And, oh, there's a Learn Warhammer.
Yep.
And a 5-year large Warhammer 2C.
Yeah, that Learn Warhammer was a staple from last night. Last night, geez, last week.
Yeah, and they also have an Incubus 5. So, little fun fact about that Incubus is it has the cap accelerator quirk, so it'll be able to cap a little bit faster.
Yep.
It's of course running 4 light machine guns and 3 heavy mediums.
Yeah, it's one that I consider to be a smidge undergunned, and it is only 30% on the cap XL, but it can matter. We see some Lerms already fly in here. Has Legio spotted the push? I think they have, but they are not moving. That could be real bad for our traders over here. Chrysalis and Enova here.
Oh, the fleet got the UAV.
Yep. You've at least spotted it now. What's this Hunchy doing? Just checking tunnel? Oh no, Hunchy. KX. KX laying in wait, actually. Getting some shots. The Lerms are raining against here. Flynn at 82%, Padillac at 21. Those Jenners taking a little bit of hits. Let's see how they're faring. They're not open. Something just fell off of somebody here. I bet you it was KX. Yep, KX is legged. Yep.
Oh, he has rockets. So he was trying to get that early pick.
Ooh. Yeah, actually, I think maybe they expected the push. KX looks like a trap mech, but unfortunately goes down real quick. So much happening in this brawl. We've got JBV and the Flea tangling it up here. Chrysalis and Flynn Hassett kind of on their own in a 1v1 over Spawn here. Chrysalis legged, extra guac taking one out.
Yeah, there goes Paro, and there goes Flynn.
Yep. And looks like Chrysalis is next on the hit list for 42. There we go. See, Orion's and the Crow here coming around. They've still got the Lerms raining from Jinto. I don't know if it's going to be quite enough, but they are putting the hurt on some of 42's front line here. What's open on this Orion here? That don't look good. CT, one touch on Prometheus.
If I was their Incubus pilot right now, I would be getting out of Dodge and immediately start grabbing caps.
They're okay.
You're already down 3 pilots.
Yeah, it's true, but they might have a beat on them. They're pretty hurt. Like, look at Herod and Prometheus. They're already in the red. Shaman pushing forward in the XE probably has the most armor here.
Oh, well, that Incubus got legged, so.
Oh, well, there goes the cat dream for Legio.
Yeah, they have that Flea. It's just the Warhammer now and the Flea.
Yep, the Warhammer continuing to rain damage it down. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh, he backed himself into the ship.
Oh yeah, that's a rough spot to be in.
Oh, he got a kill.
Hold off Prometheus. Was there any backup weapons on that? No, just Lerms and a tag. Unless there was something in that arm that just got blown off. JBV goes down. Just down to Jinto.
I think it's safe to say that 42 took this drop.
Oh yeah, I think so. There's just not enough minimum range there for Jinto. All right, and now we're in the mop up. 42 just needing to take a couple caps, and we are good to go here. That was a hell of a brawl. Well pushed 42.
Yeah,
Legio just not really
well
reacting to it. They just kind of stood there and thought they could take it for a bit. Didn't see much motion. I wonder when it was that they saw that push. There it is. The official win was to 42.
Yeah. So they kind of started to rotate. They already set up already into the water, kind of trying to get those sight lines just to see if there was any traders over there at all. But top damage on 42 side goes to Prometheus, running 543 in that Brawnian. And then top damage is that Warhammer with 1,044 damage. Those Lerms, again, just absolutely punishing. But wasn't quite enough.
Yep, taking a look at those scores there that are up now. Yeah, good damage spreads there by 42.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, over 1,000. I haven't seen that in a hot minute. All right, swapping the mode and map over here to domination. We're back on the map room here. And I see you already switched it. Perfect.
Yep.
Over to Bog domination confirmed. We'll start that timer for team 1.
Oh, Domination Bog, my least favorite game mode on this map.
Draw us a picture here, Dyer.
So, obviously Legio's gonna have to do something a little bit different. Lerms aren't the best on this map because of all that tree coverage. Especially with the circle primarily covering Delta 5 and Delta 6. You're probably gonna see either another big brawl, or you're gonna see a lot more mid-range, or some Gauss PPCs or something like that. A big power notes here, power position is gonna be Delta 7, what I like to call Anniehill, and then you also have, of course, Echo 5. You can peek from any side from there, and then you have this little bit of space right here in Fox 5, Echo 5 as well. You can get some sight lines. You also have here Fox 4, Echo 4. There's just a lot of great trading spots if you can get up to them on the Team 1 side. And Team 2, of course, having that Delta 7 ridge line that's just absolutely phenomenal.
Oof. Yeah, Team 2, I think, definitely has a bit of a trading advantage here on the domination. Or Conquest, I think maybe Team 1 has a little slight advantage. As long as they don't try to do something stupid with Annie Hill there.
Honestly, also, I would definitely say Team 2 has a shorter sprint distance to the circle.
That might be true. It's pretty close. Depends on the mechs that you bring, honestly. I've seen both teams get there first. I think in our match last night, we got there at exactly the same time, and I don't think there was any lollygagging, so.
Yeah.
One guy rebooting. Oh no, 42. Okay. Well, all your files will be fresh after a reboot, so there is that. We'll give him a courtesy. Happen there. Minutes. There we go. There's our 3 minutes. I'll give them a 2-minute warning later, but since they got a guy rebooting, it'll be good to keep track of that time. All right. Let's go ahead and scoot us back over to lobby screen. Here we go. All right. More reboots. So many client issues here, or PC issues. I'm a little worried here. Hopefully we don't have to remake the lobby yet again.
Hopefully not. So
yeah, thinking of Bog, and looking at their distribution. I mean, I don't want to talk too much. Hey, there we go. All right, we got another guy in here. Give the 2 minutes here in just a couple of seconds. So yeah, thinking of Bog, I wonder if we're actually just going to see some pushes. If 42 is going to push like that on Forest Colony, I wonder if we'll see him just push out on Viridian Bug. Push is, of course, pretty powerful on Domination, because you can just push them out, take the circle. You've only got a minute to deal with that and respond, which honestly is not enough time. If they get a little time on the clock and then push the rest out, I mean, that's almost game over. They just need to hold and not get shot in the circle. So let's see if they run with that.
Honestly, if I dare say, I think brawling has been the main staple of MOR for this season. Just you've seen a lot of really powerful pushes and everything just absolutely decimate teams.
Yeah, and without that tonnage limit, I mean, there is effectively a tonnage limit, but being able to do whatever the hell you want in terms of that tonnage and not having to make any compromises on chassis, really. You can make some real powerful push decks here for sure. All right, there we go. Team 2, 5 minutes starting now. Okay, now that they have locked, looking at mostly an alpha setup here. Yeah, they're probably going to be heading off to Echo 5 there. Maybe setting up for some trade. Some Bravo Charlie around the outside. Not sure what Charlie's doing. That you would stack everyone together if you're going to push. So I'm thinking it's going to be trade from 42, actually, looking at it here.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to agree, especially with how heavy that they're running right now. 520 tons is a lot of metal.
Yeah, probably some 4Ls if I had to guess there. With those jets, they can get up to some nice spots here. Visual setting up Bravo Charlie, it looks like.
Yeah, the most easiest and direct path.
Yep, so that might be our rush. No one's really keeping an eye out on the Fox line there. But everyone's in their lances. 2 waiting to ready up. Same 2 as last time, so I think we're on the short path to a launch here. Maybe. Last minute pep talks, for sure.
100%. There is such a mental game as well with, the first drop. You want everything to go as best as possibly can, and it's just, if you lose it, then...
Yeah, I mean,
what do you do?
I mean, exactly. You really got to come back from that. But also even going through, like, those 2-and-2 matches, great for us casters, great for the audience, but man, they make you sweat when it's 2-2 and down to that last match. You want your 3 wins out of the way, bam, 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 and then you can relax, right? So Legio, yeah, you're right. Maybe trying to do some mental recovery, prepare for this Viridian Bog. Maybe they're reconsidering Lerms, like you mentioned. Not the best map for Lerms. Hey, there we go. We're ready to go as soon as they say locked.
Yeah, another 25-ton difference between both teams. So,
yeah, let's see if it makes a difference here. Oh, I'm gonna prepare my 2-minute warning here. Looks like they are going to take a little bit more time. KX unreadying, maybe making a little last minute mech swap, maybe something he feels a little more comfortable in.
I'm really curious to see what that Hellspawn could have done. I was rocking a lot of rockets, so maybe he's bringing something similar again. Who knows?
Maybe, although that looked like a trap. Honestly, I think Legio called that. They said this is the path they're gonna take. Let's put the Hellspawn in that little corner there. Probably, I didn't quite catch the model, but maybe it's one of the ECM ones. You know, just tuck yourself in the corner, wait for him to turn, and take someone's back. Unfortunately, I think he got spotted and couldn't take it back there. Yeah, but there's no other reason to put a rocket Hellspawn in that. There's no other reason to put it in that corner. So honestly, I think they called it. Right, locks and launching. Off we go.
Yeah.
Over Viridian Bog domination. Very excited to see what's going on here. 42 sitting in 5th place right now, but with such a commanding push like that, if they can repeat their performance, they'll be sitting real nice in this tournament.
I'm heading over.
Heck yeah. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. All right, we've got another Genar Oxide, a Javelin 10F.
Oh.
There we go, with 3 light PPCs. Okay. We've got over here a pair of those Timbies, one with 5 and one with 6 ERMs. Interesting. Pair of Annihilators, LB10s, and one with Ultra 2s. Then we've got a Huntsman and a Stormcrow here. Huntsman with SRMs. Stormcrow hiding behind some foliage from me. There we go. With a bunch of lasers. That is where we sit.
Over here, you got a pretty standard Night Gear, pretty standard Direwolf, pretty standard Stalker running 60 or larger. You have a Summoner Prime over here running an LBX-20 and an ERPPC. A pretty regular fire starter. You have the K9, so be careful you're not going too fast. The 5 medium pulse, and as well as a Vigo running 3 ERPPCs. So definitely no Lerms.
What's on is that a Peep fire starter or the small lasers?
Small pulse.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's definitely more so of a trade deck coming from Legio.
42 getting a lot of time here. 7 seconds to start it off. Looks like we got some mid-range and some long-range on 42, but they are taking strong on their right side of the map.
And they're also can't forget about another Hellspawn running 4 SRM4s and a 3 Mead Pulse from KX. So we're gonna see what he does there.
All right, yeah, no rockets this time. Actually bringing some repeatable ammo shots. Yeah, 42, I think, looking to pressure off this off their right side there, and just keeping Flynn in the circle, giving them some mobility. But they are all clustered up. Is this the push?
Maybe.
The AC2 Annie is an interesting choice for a push, but it can work. Maybe trying to poke some of those mechs off the hill there.
Have you seen this summoner, the LBX-20 in the ERP?
Oh yeah. Yep, looks like we're that Annie, those low mounts on that AC2 Annie just running into the hill here. Unable to really capitalize on that ultraviolet that's sitting up top. But they are pushing over there. Those Timbies, maybe they got jets, they can hop up on that hill and really just take out their traders. Shaman taking a whole lot of damage, sitting at 60% here. How open is he? Ooh, CT looking real rough. No real front armor to speak of here. Prometheus also taking a bunch of hits. Ooh, I didn't even get to click on him. That is a dead Prometheus. Let's see if I can get that. Oh yeah, just took both side torsos. That was a light engine. Extra guac losing here. Yep, this push by 42 getting answered by those strong Team 2 points that Legio took up that we talked about before the match started even.
Yeah. There goes
Shaman
Shaman.
finally going down. That's 200 tons off the board for 42.
But KX at 44% with Paro at 49. There goes Goodnight. Think Extra Guac's gonna follow him here soon.
Yep, yeah, Extra Guac looking pretty. Paro, how is Paro looking? Paro doing okay, actually. That 49% looks a little scary, but there's plenty of armor and structure to go.
Oh, the Stalker just self-destructed.
Yep, things are getting a little hot here. Flynn going down. They've still got Shade in the circle. Oh.
Paro's about to go down.
Yep, Jinto finding Shade. Legio's going to start counting down here any second. As soon as Shade goes down. If Shade goes down, can Shade pull it off? Arid going down. Yep, 42 just getting whittled away here. Yeah. Shade last alive. Jinto pulling away from Shade. And then, yep, Shade taking it. We're just waiting for that damage to resolve, and we're done. Well done, Legio. That was pretty commanding. Well spotted on that push and well set up to receive it. Honestly, they just ate mechs as they push, and those Annies, they don't push fast. They just don't. Okay, and I will set us over to the scoreboard here. Run us down on those damage and whatnot.
Yeah, again, you're looking at a pretty much more of a spread damage again from 42 with Padlet gooing 419. Over on Legio's side, you have Paro just absolutely killing it in that Direwolf going 530. So yeah, pretty standard. Those are the top performers.
Good numbers. All right, so we are off to Conquest, not on Crimson Strait, one on Earth. Did I misclick? Rubalite Oasis. There we go. And we're on the map screen if you want to start chatting about Ruby. I will give the teams there 5 minutes.
Again, there's a little bit of similarity going on between Forest Colony and Rubalite. Is you have your home caps and then you have the caps on the side. Realistically, the fights are going to be between Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon. Theta, again, is just you're going to have to either put your fastest light or your quickest capping light and just go and take Theta, try to get that sliver cap, and make the other team try and fight for it. I'm expecting to see the big light fight around Kappa, if there is one. If not, you're going to probably see a lot more trading and everything. Like, do keep in mind, Legio is on their last Direwolf if they decide to bring it.
Yep, they do still have some Annihilators too, though, so 100 Tonner's still not out of the question.
Yeah.
But those Direwolves with the amount of firepower that they can just pack are just real rough to trade against for sure. All right. 42 stacking up Bravo Charlie for right now, although they have not locked.
Yeah, it looks like they might be trying to push for Gamma Theta Epsilon. Again, cap and hold straps are really strong here on Rubalite.
Yeah, and Team 2 I think really does have a bit of an advantage on Theta. I think it's Team 2. No, it's Team 1. If you have a short mech, a commando, a flea or something, there's just that little ridge you can tuck in the corner there and really cap it without any of their good traders, good trading spots. So
I definitely think, again, we're probably going to see a push from 42 just with how they're stacked, and they're sitting at 465 tonnage. So probably going to be a bit more of a fast brawl. Probably going to see some Executioners, maybe some Warhammer 9Ds. Who really knows?
Yep, let's see here. Oh, hey, looks like you got a fan in chat while we're waiting for Team 2. Indigo Man. Go Direwolf, you're the best caster. Woot. I see you already replied to that. Thank you for keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, I try.
Oh, it's appreciated. These teams keeping on the ball here, despite the technical difficulties. I really appreciate their promptness on some of these things. I know, famously, the Div A matches will use all 10 minutes of between time before locking, or 5 minutes each team. But we're doing okay here.
Yeah,
Lucio is 1-1 now.
Yeah. Definitely a significant tonnage drop from 42, because I believe the first one they were sitting at 510 or 505,
somewhere around there. Yeah, up above
and then
5.
drop 2, they were sitting at 520 tons, and now they're at 465. So
yeah, both pushes, interestingly enough. So maybe these are their better traders. Going here, they wanted that armor for the push. Unfortunately, they chose the wrong push mechs. I think in those annihilators, they're just so slow for the push.
But they have so much armor, and they can definitely soak up some damage.
Oh, they can, but when you got 3 mechs, like we saw it there, I couldn't even click on one of the antis before he went down. When you're getting focused by 3 mechs, you can have all the armor in the world, but 3v1 is just going to melt it so fast.
Yeah.
So we'll see if 42 is going to pull another push strat here. They honestly could in Rubalite. I think the trade is probably a little stronger ultimately, but if you get the right picks early on, you can make a brawl work on this map. 1-1, excellent start to a match, honestly. Just like you said, going back and forth, even teams. I love to see it, but hey, those teams are sweating right now. Oh, there we go. Bravo Charlie distribution from Legio.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart play, because you can't really give. There's not a whole lot you can give there with putting mechs in those 2 drops, because you could be pushing Kappa, you could also be setting up for more of a trade.
Yeah, and Alpha honestly is just so far back and so far removed from the team. Unless you've got a light running an Epsilon, it just really there's honestly no reason. Let's see here. 2 minutes in about 10 seconds. Let's hope I don't miss this one here. I have the last 2. Keep an eye on that timer. Boom. 2 minutes. Oh, Starwolf is correcting my my pronunciation, saying it's leg EO. RG or soft G? What do you think, chat? I'll let you know in 10 minutes. All right, we are locked, and let's go ahead and launch it. Good luck to both teams. Let's see some good mech crunching action here.
Did you just say mech crunching action?
That's right. It's crunchy when you're in that cockpit. Depending on your sound pack, of course, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. I am heading over.
Man, I like the drops where they just put you on the ground. It gives us a couple seconds to preview your mechs before they start moving away.
Well, you could always fly to the cockpit. To the cockpit.
I mean, I could, but nah. Also, I've got this weird bug where before the match, my camera moves nice and fast, not as fast as it used to, but during the match, it's actually pretty slow, even when sprinting. The interesting adjustment. I'm not sure how that happened.
All right, here comes the drop ships.
Yeah, I'm seeing a dire wolf over here, and a couple linebackers. Let's see, are we pushy linebackers, machine guns, ER means large pulse, 6 ER leaders on a stalker. 2 large pulse, 4 meds. So yeah, some medium range linebackers. We got a direwolf here, 3 ER large, 6 AC2. Interesting variant. A Lanner, a Viper. All right. Well, now the question on the Viper: how many machine guns? 8 machine guns, 1 small, 4 small pulse. Interesting. This javelin is going to be that 3 light PPCs again, and a commando 1D. With 2 small and 2 4s. So going for that Cap Excel, hoping to snag a point here. That's team 1. What do we got for team 2?
Team 2, you're seeing a lot of really just pretty basic traders, Unite Gears, your Warhammer 2Cs. your Direwolf, again, they're bringing that Incubus 5 with that cap accelerator. They also have a fleet with him going up towards Theta. And then they also have the Black Lantern running a variety of lasers for more knife fighting shenanigans. And you have a Hellfire 1 running 7 small pulse and 3 SRM-6 with Artemis.
All right.
So,
that's a good spread there, actually. Let's see here. Well, these linebackers, I'm particularly curious about where they're going to set up here. They are mid-range. They are neither the brawly linebackers nor some of the long-range linebackers that we've seen. So they're just hoping to maybe protect Theta here is my guess on that. And maybe screen Kappa.
yeah, say, Legio does have an almost full cap on Theta, so that's going to be pretty hard for 42 to be able to come back with.
Yep, and they do have these mechs hovering around Kappa, this Hellfire and the Lantern just over there protecting it, making sure no one's going. But looks like 42 is going to make a push for it with Javelin and the 2 linebackers going around the back way. Let's see if they're going to be enough to take Kappa.
Man.
Cadillac
Also,
taking some hits.
Yeah, also, if you notice, there's a lot of UAVs up for Legio, so...
Yeah, they want to know all the information, and honestly, it's smart. This map, mechs can get away from you, for sure. All right, here come these linebackers around the corner. Jinto and Zloy engaged. Amarok coming in with the Lantern. Tangling it up a bit, and Zloy sees them.
Yeah, there is a 2v1 going on over here at Kappa.
Almost. It's actually a 2v4.
No.
2v5. Good night with the Viper coming in. Nope. Yeah, there we go. All right. Good night is engaging.
Oh.
Well, honestly, I think Legio's Trader's overlooking Kappa here as well. It's going to be very hard for 42 to take it back.
Paro has to be careful. His right torso is open and ready to go, so he has to play super careful now.
Oh, it's 3 lights. 3 light peeps on the Javelin. Can you do that without an XL? That's a build I'm not familiar with. I haven't actually built that one out myself. That was the sound of extra guac losing something. Maybe an arm. Yep. Probably a shield arm though. Still with 4 meads, 2 large pulls.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just a tangle around Kappa starting to slow down a little bit. What's going on with the Direwolf here?
He's right torso open. He has to play super conservative in order to keep all that. Oh no, it's gone. I think
it's gone. It is. Yeah. Wow. Arrow is, well, halved. 57%. And that's rough. That's one of their primary traders here. Yep. Just getting dumped on. My guess, since we weren't looking, Shade and Herod here.
And Nova lost the Gauss rifle as well in his Night Gear's arm. So
Legio taking some lumps. No one down yet. Arrow getting a little close, but
yeah.
Arrow just threw something else. I just heard this explosion over here. No,
see,
that must have been Perelkin.
This linebacker right here is already open. So
honestly, I think most of the mechs here are real close to being open, if not.
Yeah, he might get Prometheus might get picked here.
Yep, Casterian, there it is. Yep, Casterian with that Incubus. Those machine guns just picking on an open point.
Yeah,
Casterian going for Goodnight now. Is Goodnight legged? Why is he so slow? Oh yeah, Goodnight is legged in that Viper. Legio's starting to press advantage on Kappa here.
Perry is open. DT and down he goes immediately by Herod.
Oh yeah, Goodnight here. Probably not. 21%, man, making that Viper last. You got a little linebacker chase here. Roselius going after Extra Guac. JBV going to cut him off. I think Extra Guac goes down here probably in the next 15 seconds or so.
And there goes Shade.
Yep, Harrow holding on at 46%. That Direwolf lasting a good long time.
He is open CT, so he does have to be careful here. 42 is down to 4 players, but they do have the cap advantage, running with 4 caps, soon to be 3.
I think taking Kappa, this is going very heavy in Legio's favor here. With 42 down to 3 mechs, they are just pressing their advantage, taking control over the rest of the map. What's going on with the laner and commando? Are they just running a cap team back here? Or are they going to pick off Paro? Let's see.
Yeah.
Flynn going to pick off Paro. Amarok and the Lanner going for the cap.
Oh, Herod doesn't see the Blanner right behind him. Now he does.
Ooh, but he's got PPCs in the back.
This is... Yeah, they got Paro.
All right, 42 looking to turn this into a cap game. A smart move at this point, considering they do have the lead. Just hold on to that lead and wait out, what, probably 2-3 minutes? Probably not much more if they can hold it.
But now, realistically, all that Legio has to do now is just put him back on every cap and force 42 to do something.
It's true. Let's see. How is Legio, however, looking? Oh man, even Shloy's actually in that Hellfire pretty fresh from the front. This Casterian. Oh no, let me click you. All right, fine. Oops. And of course.
Oh, the Commando v Flea action going on over here at Kappa.
There we go. That Commando a little underpowered. I would think Flea has advantage, especially when the Flea brings friends to the party.
But the Flea got legged.
Oh, yeah, Flynn
That's
pulling
huge.
away. That's smart. 37%. How are you not red? What is your paper doll like, Flynn? At 37%. Okay, everything open, basically, but nothing missing. Fair enough. All right, looks like we got 3 on Kappa here. Legio going to hold on to Kappa. Leave the legged Flea. It's fine.
Oh, the Hellspawn v Blanner.
Yep, Hellspawn here could be halved any second by that Lanner. And is open. See if Amarok can take it. Oh, Amarok loses that leg. All right, it's down to Flynn. Is Flynn going to be enough? Where is Flynn? Is all the way over here at Sigma. And as we see with some of these matches, it all comes down to the last light mech chase. If this were a different team, it might be the Tofurky chase, but this time it's Flynn's flight. Legio correctly reading that FC is the best chance for him and that he's going to meet him there with a Lanner and that Incubus. That's a tough fight for an open Flynn. Losing an arm, I believe.
Yeah, but both his legs are open.
Everything. He's got no armor.
Yeah.
Look at this. 20% in a commando. Go, Flynn, go.
And there goes the legs.
Is Flynn going to get down to single digits? No, 16% at the death. And that one goes to Legio. Well played, both teams. Again, nice brawl. Took a while of trading there. No mechs going real down. We'll get those damage numbers here in a second.
So, surprisingly, that Incubus 5 by Cast is at 590.
590 in the Incubus. Man, Cass, great run.
Yeah. And then, of course, on 42's side, you have Herod doing 583 in that Stalker, just being an absolute powerhouse for his team, but just wasn't quite enough to be able to help them. So I definitely think he probably just got outranged by the clan tech.
Oh man, that does happen. It's like the one thing that clans got. That and a little bit of a couple extra firepower things. All right, we are on to, actually that was our third match, wasn't it? So it's team swap.
Yep. And of course, next map is going to be Terra Therma Domination.
Another interesting one. I will send us over to the map strap momentarily. All right, we are on the map room. Walk away.
So, Terra Therma Domination is extremely interesting because it's that center point there in Fox 7, Golf 7, where there's some pretty interesting trading spots if you do decide to trade. And just some on Fox 6 area, Fox 7 as well. Golf 7 has a lot of hills that you can use, that big rock column there as well. But I definitely we'll probably see a bit more of a brawl favored push from both teams. Probably won't be surprised if we see a Lerm mech here, because, of course, as we saw from the DPS match last night, Lerms here can be extremely effective.
Yeah, it's but they do rely on surprise there. That little pocket there, you can know that there are mechs there, but knowing which ones are there and what danger they pose to your team is a totally different thing. I think most teams wouldn't necessarily think of some of those. I would call them cheese spots, but they are legitimate spots, and they can be tough to push, as we saw in the DPS last night. There's just so much lava there, and there's about, you know, let's say 1.5 mechs worth of space that's not in the lava. So watching those lava spots is very important here, making sure you're not hitting that 90%.
Team 1, my opinion, the easiest way, if you're going to push this, is just to stack Bravo Charlie, go right through Fox 8, Golf 8, just push anything that you see. But again, that other thing is just going to be scouting. Scouting will be huge and super important here if you do decide to push it, because if you push from Fox 8, Golf 8 area, then you don't know, you don't have any sight lines or anything till you're right there. So we'll see how well that Legio's lights do on trying to find the enemy.
And we've even seen, I think it was from Team 2 side, and honestly, either side can do it. You send a couple of lights on an end run, see if you can pick off maybe an assault that's straggling behind if they bring like 100-tonner on that or something. We've seen that too, so you got to know if that's coming, because that can totally throw a wrench into any strat, honestly.
100%.
Let's see, gonna swap us back to lobby screen here. We'll still have, we can always go back to map strat if needed. But honestly, Terra Therma, get to the center. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any fights over the old cauldron, which I absolutely adore that area personally. But there's just never any cause to go there. That little cauldron there. Hopefully they bring that. I would love old Terra Therma to come back. I never got a chance to play on it, but knowing the area where it was, it's like one of my favorite areas on this map. Honestly, that I never bother to go to, except maybe in some faction play maps, because you can get couple angles on there, but it takes so long. It's not always viable. Team 1 coming up on their 2-minute warning here. They are rearranging, so they might beat it. We will see. Here's their 2 minutes. See how the chat is going. They are a Russian team. All right. For some reason, I thought they were a Euro team. I stand corrected. Down to 1.5 minutes. See, what are they setting up here? It looks like Alpha Bravo, heavy on the Bravo side.
Really curious about putting mechs there in Alpha.
Yeah, that might be that end run around, right? Try to pick somebody off. We'll see how it goes. All right, coming down to 1 minute for Team 1 lock here. And locked. Excellent. There goes our Team 2. Oh, it looks like my scoreboard maybe did not update. That's curious. All right, well, hopefully that'll work itself out on the next one.
Yeah.
Now, oh wow, they are all green.
There, and it's even tonnage 45.
Oh, there we go. Let's see what these teams choose to do here. The scoreboard didn't update. Oh well.
Yeah.
That bugged me. I will review that later. See what's going on.
All right, I'm flying over.
Yep, any second now the music will start. There we go. Nope, just kidding. That was a rock hitting the ground, not electric guitar. There we go. Okay, started on the wrong side of the map. Run me.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area.
All right. Let's see what we're running on here. We've got a Panther 10P, and there's our Marauder AL on that. So a 2 AC2 Panther. That's going to be sitting in one of those cheese spots, and we've got 2 UAC 5s and 2 UAC 2s on the Marauder. Let's see. We've got a Centurion with rocket launchers, 2 LB2 and 2 ER Meads. Looks like man, these interesting builds. 2 UAC 5s and an MRM 40 on an Onion. Cataphract, 2 medium lasers, 2 UAC 10s, and probably, yep, the 5s and 10s Mad Cat. And 2 other. We got probably our Mislinks and Machine Gun Viper. Now the question of the day on this Viper Fox. 3 small pulse and 8 heavy machine guns. So slightly different than we saw before. What's on Team 2?
Team 2, we have a Commando again and a Locust. Locust is running 5 ER mediums. Have a Vigo as well running PPCs. You have 2 Direwolf Ws, and 2 Rifleman 2C2s. And another Vigo as well. I guarantee you those Direwolves are probably running some Gauss ER large. If I can find them. And then, of course, the Rifleman 2C2s are running 6 AC2s apiece.
A lot of DACA for a hot map that just makes all the sense. Enova scouting out here. We're talking about that push into the center. We are getting scouting on both of those corridors from Kriz and Enova, just looking for that other team before they commit their push.
So I do stand corrected. The Direwolf W is running 3 or large, 6 AC2s.
Which is an interesting build, but again, DACA for a hot map makes all the sense.
Yeah. Oh.
We are getting into it. Casterian taking some hits here. As the push commences, Enova coming in the Mislinks to chew on some booty holes. Maybe. Or join the push, depending on how it goes. But here we are. They're pushing 42 out of the circle. Gonna have to keep an eye on that time. Make sure they're damaging mechs in the circle at the very least. But Flynn has it coming around. And Pad coming in with Enova. Shade goes down.
Yeah.
Looks like Shaman is next on the list. Yep.
Yep.
Trying to keep everything in view here because we got 2 different fights. We've got our brawl here. Shaman trying to hold on. This push from Legio, very strong. Oh yeah. And honestly, it looks like almost everyone is out of the circle. This is starting to look like faction play. Get out of the circle. We need to kill. Pad could get some serious time on here if he just tucks into the circle. Yep, Amarok going down as well. Legio just running over 42. Oh no. Well, Parrot goes down. They do manage to take out that Mad Cat. Riz tangling with Extra Guac here. I think Extra Guac about to go down. Yep. And we got Pad and Flynn in the Commando and Locust. As well as Prometheus in that Vigo. Prometheus continuing to pick from the edges of the battle.
And Nova goes down.
Very good. Come on, 42. You can try to pull this back. There's a good amount of damage. That Cataphract could go down here. And actually, that looks like they have identified AX as that target. A Flynn goes down instead. Pad takes a self-destruct, leaving Prometheus the lone Vigal. Instead of worrying about any of the caps, all the mechs are outside of the cap, so no one's capping. They're just gonna take Prometheus down. Go for those kills. Grizzlus getting the kill on Prometheus and back to the circle. Well played, both teams. That was a brutal brawl. Well played for Legio, and that I think puts Legio at 3, if I have been keeping track properly.
Yes, 100%. They've officially won the match. Now, can they get that extra little bit of points, trying to get that last win?
Yep, points mattering so much in this tournament. There are some teams. I was reviewing the standings a little bit ago, and they were surprisingly close. So you would see teams that had the same win but different numbers of points. So it does matter. It all adds up in the end. All right, I'm gonna check the scoreboard here, make sure it is displaying properly. I think it is.
Damage numbers here. You're having that Marauder 2 Alpha coming from Jinto, 754 damage done for his team, and then again Herod on his team 535 in that Rifleman, just absolutely spewing out damage.
Yeah, good damage numbers ultimately across the board, but man, that push just took them one at a time. It was well done by Legio. Let's see if 42 can take this last match though. That'll be pretty exciting. And speaking of the last match, let's scoot on over to the map room here. We're looking at Frozen City domination. Conquest on Frozen City. Thank you. As I fix the map room. What do you think we're looking at here on Frozen?
I am waiting on this to update. Frozen City Conquest. There we go. Again, this map you could really do either or. You could push, you could trade. We've seen it on just throughout different matches and different divisions of teams just pushing, especially Team 1 side, favoring a push a bit more. Because you could just take Delta 5 to go right to Echo 4, come right down on a trade team. But again, on Team 2, you could just stack Bravo Charlie and go right into Fox 7, Fox 8, Echo 7, anywhere right there. Just go into an absolute push on either side. It really just depends on which team is bringing what strat. Because trade can be really strong here. You grab Kappa Sigma for Team 2. Team 1, you grab Gamma Epsilon, and the fight is just for Theta there.
Yeah, and the scouting's so important. Something that I am sort of learning. It was mentioned to me that scouting is important in previous tournaments. And I'm like, yeah, scouting important, keep an eye out, but just how much you need to scout is more than I ever actually had an appreciation for. And I'm really trying to throw that in. And this is one of those maps that it's absolutely important to spot that push in which direction it's coming from either team. And that can honestly make or break a match. That first 5-second scouts can totally change how a team reacts. And it'll be interesting to see if Legio pulls the big brain maneuver here, or tries to at least, like they did on Forest Colony. They knew that push was coming. They knew where it was coming from. They set up a trap net. Unfortunately, it did not work. But they knew it was coming. They read 42 like a book. I'll be interested to see if they know what's going on here from the beginning again. One of the advantages of casting as many matches as we can, spreading that information campaign around so people have footage to study. Sorry, my screen is shaking a bit there. Hopefully it doesn't make me too wobbly.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
I know, right? All right, Team 1 coming up on their 2-minute warning. And boom. All right. So yeah, let's see. What are we looking at? Team 1 so far stacking Alpha and Bravo. Which is going to be that whole left side trade, that 4-line, 5-line trade around Sigma Kappa. Let's see if they stick to that. I would expect that if they put someone in Charlie, they'd at least have some light scouting that 7-line by Team 1, or would be potentially stacking for a push. It looks like it may not be the case here. Let's see what they pull, decide in their final time here. Looks like they're deciding to take most of their time again, perfectly fine. That is what the time is there to be used. They're watching the clock for precision, and there we go. There's their 1-minute warning. They're all green. Come on, just give me that lock. And they are locked. Team 2, your timer begins.
So, 465 tonnage from Legio.
It's pretty light, and it's stacked Alpha Bravo. Honestly, that says trade to me, but maybe they're going to try to push around, take something out of Kappa.
Or maybe they're gonna meet 42 head on if they decide to do a push.
Yeah, maybe that might be what they're expecting is 42 push, and there's a lot.
45
Wow.
from 42.
Yeah, it's a pretty
difference.
Oh yeah, it's a light match. Let's see how it turns out. I do like me some fast mechs, so I'll be interested to see. This might just be a head-on brawl. Man, I would love to see that. That would be so good. Of course, also Legio known for they brought one Lurm mech at one point. I think they did it on 2 maps here. This is a map where that might work out, so we might see another Lurmer.
Alrighty, are you flying over to 40 to Legio's side?
Yeah.
All right. So.
In this nice cold map with a low temperature, it's important to wait on somebody's toaster. Let's see, there's our Warhammer 2 with Paradelkin.
That might be ER large.
I was on the wrong end. God damn it. I got mixed up. All right, it might be ER large, but that's also been a Lurm mech for them. So let's take a peek here. We got a Kodiak 3 as well. Oh yeah, that is ER large on that Warhammer. We've got ourselves a Mistlynx and a Hunchy. What are we running on that Hunchy? 6 med pulse. Okay, so a bit of a mid-range scrappy. We've got a Summoner and a Griffin, who I think I just saw shoot some PPCs. Yeah, 3 peeps on the Grasshopper and a missing one, which is our Incubus 5. Going into Tangle of Theta. What do we got on the other team?
So over here we have a Timberwolf Alpha, a Locust, a Flea, a Black Lantern, and an Assassin, as well as a Linebacker and 2 Stalkers. So a Stalker 7 deep, more than likely running mass laser vomit. On the on Prometheus's Linebacker, we got 3 machine guns, 5 ER Meads, and 1 large pulse laser. That Locust again running 5 ER Meads. That Flea probably your standard Flea build, 6 small pulse, and a small laser.
Although I've been running a couple small lasers and some medium lasers on Fleas, especially for some of these bigger maps, because knife fighting is nice, but a lot of them have been coming around to, you know, being able to poke some bigs once in a while and just be a harasser. Ooh, 42 looking to poke these traders. Jinto pushing in with the Viper. Paro coming in with that Kodiak, and Shloy with the Hunchy.
Watch Amarok, he's at 63%.
Amarok, where are you in that lantern? Yeah, he just went over to go poke around at 42 side, and it looks like he got punished for it. They're going to pick him off with the Mistlynx and maybe the Incubus? Casterian. Yeah, Casterian going for that pick off. Paro pushing in with this Kodiak kind of alone. That's not going to, yeah. That will end fast and not well. So trading 100 tons for Amarok. I think 42 got the better trade on that one.
100%. Yeah, that Black Lantern is still up somehow. Never mind, I have a bug. It's not down,
yeah, no, that Black Lantern is so dead. But yeah. JBV going down in the Mistlynx. So Legio's starting to bleed some mechs here.
Yeah, 42 making them work for it.
Ooh, but 42, I'm looking at Shade at 38% here, Prometheus at 59, but Red, what's up with this linebacker? Just open in almost all the torsos. A lot of explosions, a lot of strikes going on, people losing components. It is a bit of a rangy slugfest here.
Shade's mech was running ER large lasers, and ER mediums. There goes Soy. I believe I said that right. My apologies if I didn't. There goes Flynn.
So many explosions. Yep, Flynn and the Locust going down 40, or I'm sorry, Legio starting to bleed mechs here down to 4. Paradelkin at 50% in that Warhammer. As the battle coalesces around him with Padlock and Goodnight trying to go for the pick, and Casterian holding on with the Incubus, who's moving slow like he's legged, which he is. So yeah, they're trying to pick that Warhammer trader. Then they're going to finish off. Then they're going to finish off Casterian, maybe. Maybe not. He's got some coverage with Enova over here.
Extra guac, absolutely fresh in that Timberwolf, just ready to lay some clanner hate.
Yeah, just got to get there first.
Yep.
Cadillac, there goes. Yep. And now we're down to Enova and Kriz. couple of traders back here. 42. Pulling it back on the last match. Good show, guys.
Yeah.
Here we go. I love this light pack on heavy action here. Good night and Padillac pushing for Enova. Good night getting the kill. And they are hunting down Chris, who is pulling away, trying to get a couple pock shots. Pick off Prometheus at least. Can he get it? Let's watch Prometheus's pedal. There's a good chance he is open.
This summoner is open on both torsos. Only running 2 PPCs. No,
now he's running none.
Yep.
And there it is. 42 pulling off the last match, making it 3-2. What a great wrap up. All right, let me hop on over into the Discord, and I will get these guys in. But first, I'll pop up the scoreboard momentarily.
Again, Herod with 756 in that Stalker, just an absolute monster in it. Doing extra great stuff for his team. And then Extra Glock following up right behind him at 635. So, and then of course on Legio's side, you have Chrysalis with 549 in the Summoner, followed up behind that Warhammer 2C with Perry. I'm gonna butcher that, so I'm not even gonna try.
It's all good.
Doing 509. So.
All right, let's see. We will push over to the scoreboard, let people review those stats. That looks correct this time. I don't know what happened on that last one, but we'll figure that out later. Let me get, let me see. I'll check the interview. All right, they are not there. So drop them a ping. Scoot on over to the lobby scene, because why not? Yeah, so great showing by both teams there. Another close 3-2 fight, which is so far the story of this week, which is very exciting. Very exciting to watch and see. 42 doing well, winning those trades, getting some of those picks, and then just capitalizing on the open space in that last one. That was so well played, 42. That was pretty much textbook. So well done, well done, well done. As we just wait on those interviews, if they decide to. Let's see.
So again, just before we started the stream, I know we were just talking about it, but definitely a 3-2 match, just in Legio's favor this time.
It's true, and they are. It's not quite an upset because they are slated at what I say, their third. This is a third versus fifth match at the current moment. So holding on to their lead, actually, that might put them above Lady and the Tramps at the moment. Although I know it doesn't look like LTT's previous match has been noted yet. No. Okay, that has not been entered. So, actually, I think there won't be much of a change in standings here. And here we go. We've got our interviews. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy, guys.
Well, all right.
I think we're just waiting on Shade, right?
Yep, and there's Shade. Hello, Shade. Oh, and we've got Prometheus. We've got a contingent from both sides. Oh,
good games. Can you audio back, please?
Yeah.
It's my translator.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think we're set here. Both played, both teams. Legio, a little bit of a change from not bringing a Lermec every match. What made you change? What was your decision making on that?
Hmm.
No worries. I imagine it was mostly map choice and cover.
1 second, please.
Yeah.
Aure, can you speak?
Wait, what?
Okay, hold on.
Because I can't.
You're gonna have to bring the other person in again, Ivor.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, then let's back it up. 42, well recovered on that last match. Some wonderful plays from you guys. How did you approach this series against Legio?
I think the main issue here was trying to get it scheduled. I think they're Euro, and I had to pull a lot of my guys. My guys are usually on really late, and a lot of them had to set their alarm clocks to get to this one. To get up in the afternoon.
Yeah, it is one of the earlier ones I've seen, but well scheduled. Y'all not having to resort to default time.
Yeah, no worries. We wanted to be accommodating to the Euro guys because I know they're always like fighting it. We fought one team in the last match. We fought them at 4. They were at 4 in the morning, and that's not really fair. So I wanted to, it has to be toe to toe for it to be a real victory.
That's absolutely fair and well noted. For your honor in scheduling some of your guys early so that the Legio guys didn't have to be up in the wee hours of the morning. So are we good? Are you able to speak, Ari?
No, she's having problems with not being able to talk into. Yeah. Let me see. Does she have? Interesting. They had the same issues with whenever Star tried to do it for them. I'm
not sure what the solution was there. Okay. Well, let's see. How about so that first match, a lovely push there. But it looked like Legio knew it was coming. So what happened there on Legio's side? When did you spot that push? Because it looked like you were ready for it from the get-go as soon as you hit the ground with that rocket launchers.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It was. It was, and well thought out too. Because of all the ways that could have gone. That
we were slow kites and I.
Well, we saw we had a little bit of scouting, but we pretty much just had a route that we were just going to run and kill anything in our path, and the route worked out. I kind of had to get behind a couple of my guys and push them, like almost physically, to get them to go. But everybody did their part, and you just hit the W key and you just run like a mindless imbecile towards the enemy and shoot. I mean, it's no skill rush.
Fair enough.
I'm really offended right now.
Yeah, and well, actually, let's talk over Therma, because I think that's also one of the interesting ones. You guys just pushed and pushed the other team out of the circle, and a really good one. What were your thoughts going into that particular match? I think this is probably the last major question that I have, and I'll turn it over to Dyer in case he's got a couple. But both teams, what was your approach to Terra Therma? Because it is toasty. I saw a lot of DACA, a lot of ballistics there. But beyond that, where were the points that you were looking to scout versus your push or hold, as the case may be?
Well, the hold was supposed to be where it was. I feel like we kind of got like a general convention used against us. They ran it right up the choke point that nobody's supposed to run it up through, and we just didn't expect it. And I think we were too close, and they took a quick path. They were decisive, and they got in on us. And then at that point, it's a DPS fight, and that was it for us.
Real quick, everybody, can we move it up to waiting for interviews so that way we can get everything working? Because for some reason they can't speak.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Yeah, let's see if that works. All right. How about now? Do we have? Are we
Do
functioning?
we have everybody?
I think so.
Sorry? Can you hear me?
We can hear Cast. I don't know if Ari's speaking here. Oh boy. First PGI, now Discord. Who's next on the tech issues list?
Oh,
Well, you did also crash, Ivor. Don't forget.
Fair enough. I also did, but Discord seems to be working for me at least. So
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let me. I'll try and work the background. Just keep talking about Terra.
okay. Well, I mean, I think that answers most of my questions on Terra. I'm sorry, Legio, that we're having some tech difficulties here. In getting you on. I suppose any last comments from either team at this point, because we do need to wrap this so we can move on to the next match.
Yeah, no worries. On the terra firma map, we set up on the right side of that rock, but it kind of limited our field of view to their approach. And as we were setting our guns up, they were already there, and it was kind of like, well, we start shooting, we can't really back up, and then they went around the rock and out of our field of view. They wrecked one of our assaults, and then they came around and, like, you know, we have AC2s and we're within 500 meters and we're dead meat. So, and they have a push deck. So it's over, like, at that point.
Yep, just outstratted.
Our technical issues have been solved, so I'm dragging everybody up one more time.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, there we go.
All right, now that we're at this point, we do have to wrap. Hey, we have another voice. Hi, Ori. So yeah, any comments or things that you want to wrap up? Answers to previous questions that you couldn't speak before.
And I couldn't hear also you.
Oh, okay. So I guess the major question that we had there was the trap forest colony there. And you seem to set it up real early and knew that it was coming. Was that just an accurate prediction, or did you have some sort of plan B there if they didn't take that path?
Ты понял? Переводить? Ну, в общем, на Forest Colony была засада, и вы так ловко из нее вышли, и это было задумано, или же вы просто симпровизировали так талантливо?
На Forest Colony мы не ушли, потому что я очень поздно скомандовал откайтить. И если бы я это сделал, когда еще не переходили Тету, то мы бы победили, я думаю, потому что я просто смотрел зачарованно.
Мне нужно кусками переводить. I'm sorry, it's a too long sentence for me.
Oh, sorry about that. Here, let me simplify it. Was there a second plan for Forest Colony?
No. Casterian told me too long. The path was too long for me, so I asked him to cut.
Okay.
So, да, говори, ты не скомандовал.
Я не успел, я очень поздно скомандовал, чтобы мы отступали и перегруппировались, и поэтому мы, собственно, проиграли. Если бы я это сделал раньше, когда увидел...
He ordered to go away too late. Дарья, слишком поздно.
Ну, в общем-то, да, мы не успели отступить, поэтому проиграли. Иначе бы у нас очень хорошо доработала ЛРМ-ка, она бы откатила по воде.
We didn't manage to retreat in time, so we decided to improvise, and Lurms made their job.
Yeah, 100%. Y'all's Lurmers did a phenomenal job with 1,000 damage, but.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We do have to wrap it here so I can prep for the next match in half an hour. Those of you still in the stream, thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Stay tuned for future ones. Thank you to both 42 and Legio for some excellent matches, and we can't wait to see you in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much.
Well, funny, bro. Thank you all.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you soon back on MWO League.